Welcome to San Diego Market Movers. I'm your host, Valley, and I'm back with Trent, Cady.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. We love it when you're here.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so San Diego just had like torrential flooding and rains. It was the most insane day that we have seen in a long time. Worse than the hurricane we had a while ago that barely sprinkled, but this really devastated San Diego.
Yeah.
So you had some personal experiences as a realtor and property manager. So tell us what you know about, flood insurance, how to stay safe, and kind of like some experiences you've had.
Totally. Yeah. So, I'm not super versed in terms of like the ins and outs of flood insurance per se, but I can tell you about like my experience and like what happened that day for the properties that we managed and kind of how we reacted. We had several owners calling us in the beach colony of Del Mar, which is between 15th and 29th Street, because it's at a low point. It's literally even with the ocean. It's at sea level. And it was the perfect combination because it was high tide and the water was rising. So there was nowhere for this water to go. So it kept coming up. We've never had any properties like fully flood back there. And it was this close. So what my father, Mike, and myself did is we literally ourselves went over there. We were going to Home Depot, the fire departments, getting sandbags, putting them at the entryways. We had sump pumps going at each property, and really just doing everything we could to make sure that we kept as much water out as possible. We did have one property in particular in between 19th and 20th Street that the carpets got soaked, but we were there the whole entire time. I actually have a video coming out that I shot with the tenants because they were very happy about how we reacted. Next day, all the carpet was out. We had fans in there, dehumidifiers. We got it professionally mitigated, like making sure there was no mold and all the water scenario was professionally mitigated. And then we have new carpets coming on Friday, which is tomorrow. So in 2 days, got it all cleared out, got all the fans in there, dehumidifiers, pulled the carpet out, getting new carpet in. So it's not a perfect scenario, but I think we did everything we could to protect our owners' interest in the properties as well as the tenants.
Yeah, that's huge because so many people, it's expensive to live in San Diego in general. And so it's rare that a renter really does actually have renter's insurance and carries it throughout the entire tenancy. But also, what are you going to have flood insurance now too? Some of these places that flooded aren't in a flood zone.
Yeah.
Like you said, it just was like a perfect combination of what happened, and it really, you saved these people probably from financial devastation, really.
Hopefully, we tried to do the best we could to make sure to not allow for the owner to have to come out of pocket with a bunch of money and just do it as cost effective as possible, but while doing it the right way so that the tenants were protected as well. It was a freak scenario, but again, having the right insurance, being prepared. If you're anywhere even though that was what was so crazy about it though, I think, is people that weren't even in flood zones, were getting rivers down their street. So just being prepared for that once in a blue moon, devastation is critical.
Yeah. Well, I love what you guys did for your tenants and your owners, and it's like a testament to who you are. Just up and run out there like a superhero,
Try
like
and make
the
it
adrenaline.
Happen.
Yeah, I love it.
I thought I was gonna have a mellow day. I was like, it's raining. My showings are probably gonna all be canceled.
Nap.
I was like, I just busted my butt all weekend. I was like, all right, I might have a little bit of a mellow Monday, and next thing I know,
Joke's on you. Yeah.
You couldn't even park on the street in Del Mar. You couldn't park on the side streets. So I'd park on the main street, pants basically all the way at my mid thigh, and I was just charging it, trying to make it happen.
That's hilarious. Well, I'm glad you saved those people. Thanks, Trent.
I wouldn't say save them, but
but you did. You saved them from financial things. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for sharing your story, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, my last tip would be, owners, make sure the tenants are carrying a rental policy with you named as the lost payee up to, the dollar amount that you need to be insured for. And I'm not an expert on it, so I'm not going to say I am, but get with your insurance provider and make sure that we have those numbers dialed in, and then get with me to make sure that it's on the lease properly.
And flood insurance, I don't think is that expensive, really.
No, yeah. Well, the tenants should always be carrying a renter's policy with the owner named as the lost payee so that it doesn't go against their insurance as opposed to the tenants.
That's a ninja tip. I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.